Ryan and Benjamin Brown were driving around their predominantly white neighborhood in Colorado Springs when they were pulled over by the police. Police claimed that the men were pulled over because earlier in the day they had been driving slowly through an area that is considered to be a place of high crime. The police pulled them over, and Ryan and Benjamin repeatedly asked for their reasoning for pulling them over, while they forced them out of the car, searching them, and cuffing them, all while at gunpoint. Ryan Brown began recording this incident. Following this police encounter, Brown filed a complaint which was eventually concluded to be justified, legal, and proper actions by the police. This situation is among the many situations that reflect injustices and violations of civil rights that are being fought by the American Civil Liberties Union today. Violations like this, however, emerged in America far before the issues seen today. The Palmer raids, which took place in November 1919 and January 1920 following World War I, elicited the pivotal birth of the American Civil Liberties Union. Thousands of people's constitutional rights were violated during the Palmer raids, with unlawful search and seizure at the forefront, only to be followed by brutal arrests of so-called radicals. A small group of people noted these civil liberty violations and wanted to take a stand. Thus, the birth of the American Civil Liberties Union. It was officially founded in the 1930s with the mission to protect and defend the civil rights and civil liberties of the people through education and litigation. With an increase of support, the ACLU expanded their efforts to our state of Colorado in 1952, forming Colorado's oldest and largest civil rights organization. Since then, the support from Coloradans has grown immensely. This private institution, funded entirely by donations, now has an outstanding budget of $900,000 to support, fight, and advocate for the citizens of Colorado. The ACLU of Colorado focuses mainly on litigation, education, and legal advocacy. The ACLU of Colorado employs 3 full-time attorneys, as well as a number of attorneys who fight on behalf of Coloradans whose rights have been violated. They do this through writing letters, talking directly with government agencies, and filing lawsuits against the violations. There are over 300 lawsuits filed enforcing the Voting Rights Act and the Constitution. Among them is the fight to restore voting rights of formerly incarcerated people. They work to advocate for sensible laws that protect people's rights and liberties. Bills impacting civil liberties are monitored and listed on the ACLU of Colorado's website to be accessed by all people, providing information on how elected officials view and vote on civil liberty issues. This organization also exerts great effort in educating the public about their constitutional rights. The ACLU of Colorado believes that the more you know about your rights, the harder it is for the government to take them from you. Their Know Your Rights effort is available on their website, providing a place where individuals can learn about basic rights through videos and downloadable guides. Provided is information on rights relating to relevant issues, as well as access to the entire U.S. Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Among these relevant issues that are addressed, encounters with law enforcement, a topic that is important to educate individuals on how to best interact with law enforcement, protests and demonstrations, reminding citizens the rights they have under the First Amendment regarding their right to assemble and protest, while informing the public on limitations. Photographers' rights, providing citizens of their rights to photograph in public, with possible restrictions on the audio portion of videos due to potential state regulations, as well as many other relevant issues like individuals with disabilities, LGBT discrimination at businesses, rights of nursing mothers at work, and students' rights at public schools. They also offer the opportunity to request a member of the ACLU to teach a Know Your Rights training to interested groups. The ACLU of Colorado has had a ton of success with their yearly Bill of Rights event available to the public, in which they celebrate community leaders and civil rights and civil liberties successes, as well as educating the community on donors and activists. Influential people involved in the ACLU speak at this event. Among the most notable efforts of the ACLU of Colorado was the fight to repeal the death penalty in Colorado. Following the initial unsuccessful effort to repeal the death penalty, the ACLU of Colorado launched their campaign to assist in the effort. Conversations were started around the state with the help of a collection of stories and statistics on the issues, drawing on the personal experiences of victims' families. After great effort from the organization and Colorado citizens, Colorado became the 22nd state to abolish the death penalty on March 23, 2020. Support for the ACLU organization goes far beyond Colorado, all the way to the national level. A number of influential people openly support this organization, including people like Barack Obama and Emma Stone. Ruth Negga, a famous Irish actress, showed her support by wearing an ACLU blue ribbon to the 89th Academy Awards in 2017. She was among many who displayed their support at this event. If you want to be among the many people nationwide supporting the American Civil Liberties Union, here are some ways to get involved. Become an ACLU member. Make a donation. Volunteer. Join the Take Action email list. Or get involved with one of the many partnering organizations.